Hi everyone, good day. My name is Menaga. So I'm a lecturer from INTI International University. So I would like to share my research topic here. Okay, before that, I would like to share my screen so that you can see my slides and you won't unable to see my face. And when it's come to conclusion, I will show my face. Okay, all right. Okay, let me to share my screen. Okay, yes. Okay, yeah. Okay, now, the topic that I would like to share here is about my research topic that I came up is with myself and my team came up with the impacts of design thinking course for undergraduate students in a private higher education institution. So myself, my name is Menaga Vesudevan. I'm a lecturer from INTI International University. So uh, before we go into the more the understanding of design thinking course, so I hope that you all know what's the design thinking all about. So, I mean, in INTI, we are teaching this course for graduate students. So it's like really impactful. We wanted to see how impactful this course for undergraduate students. All right. So the introduction part, where we came up with some studies. Design thinking encourages students to use high level of cognitive skills and fostering collaboration among the team members and the insightful of creativity and provoking a meaningful context, said by Ko Chai Wong and Kong and in 2015, whereby the other studies that are done by Rotherham and Willingham in 2009, sorry, saying that design thinking students are required to develop practical and innovative solutions to real business or social political issues. Okay, what I'm trying to conclude here based on the design thinking, based on their opinion, what I'm trying to include my conclusion on what my focus in this research is saying that design thinking course covers a um, solid understanding of the design thinking process and teaches students how systematically abstract, learn, and apply human-centric techniques in solving problems innovatively. So what I'm trying to say is every design thinking process, so there's a phases where students have to know one by one to come up with their own idea. So the idea have to be very innovative and it have to be function and it have to be um, um, creative and innovative and all this thing, right? Moving on. So my research objective is focuses on to determine the benefits of design thinking course for undergraduate students. So this is my focus. And all right, so this is the other phase whereby I would like to share here design thinking processes with a sustainable development mindset. Okay, through this design thinking process, we are focusing 5 phases. So the first phase is discovering, second is defining, third is developing, fourth is delivering, and the lastly is iterating. So these 5 phases is really related to design thinking process. So we look at it one the phases, each phases. All right. All right. So these 5 phases, have to be related to. It has to be related to SDG goals. Okay, when we look at it, everyone is saying that we have to focus SDG goals and it's have to be emphasized and things like that. But when we think about it in practical, it's like very, very less. Okay, so that's where design thinking course is really given a platform for students to come up with their own ideas. They have to merge their ideas into the sustainability goals, and this goals is like 17 goals. So they have to find their issues to be, their issues have to be in the 17 goals as well. All right. Okay, the first phase is discovery. So discovery is students research current issues such as it have to be laid out in the SDG goal as well. Okay, so any issues they think that they wanted to solve, so they have to refer to the SDG goal. Is that refer to which SDG goals? And to come up with this as well, they have to work with their team. So the whole process they have to work with their team, and they have to be function with the team as well. Okay, second is defining, whereby students define an actionable problem statement by creating a design challenge proposal and clearly explain the targeted issues they will be focusing on. So from here, from here, sorry, from here, the students will knowing that they need to know what's their problem statement, and they need to come up with the design challenge proposal as well. Clearly explain. They need to know the target audience or the target group where they are focusing for. All right. Next is developing part. Okay, the interesting in the developing part is where students will work to create a solution for the issues they have discovered and defined. All right. So from this session, I mean the third phase, we assign students for external mentor. Okay, so when it's come to the external mentor, they be connecting to these business people who have experienced before. So students have the students will connect with them and have some experience and have to merge their ideas to the business world. All right. Okay. Next. Okay, next we are focusing on the students will be start to build on their prototype. Once they gather the information from others and all this thing, the facilitators like lecturers and the mentors and the group of members, and they have to come up with their prototype. So the prototype have to come up with a solution as well. And lastly is iterating. So iterating is final phase whereby students have to come up with their presentation on their ideas and their prototype, so that prototype can see physically when they want to do presentation in front of others. Okay, and to concluding overall on this session as well, I would say that design thinking process is useful to innovate new ideas and to improve the quality of the environment, said by Brown in 2009. Okay, all right. So the methodology part. So the methodology part is the research work conducted in INTI International University in Augusta, Milan, and the number of questions came up with 15. And the analysis really focused into the impacts of design thinking course among the undergraduate students, and the data is for the data were collected through online survey from now 114 students from various disciplines. Okay, from engineering, business, IT, biotechnology, accounting, finance, and mass communication programs. All right. Okay. Next, we are looking into the findings and the analysis part, where we looking into the to determine the use of design thinking course for undergraduate students. Okay, from here we can look at it. The 15 questions are here. So among these 15 questions is like, all the mean score is very high, higher than 3 point and above. All right. Okay. So from here, we took on the higher mean score, which is the number 14, which is a design thinking course allows me to work with my team by exchanging feedback and ideas, which the score is shows 4.224. All right. And next followed with the practicing design thinking develops my ability in creating new ideas. So the main score shows 4.20. Next followed by I would say design thinking subject is a good platform for students' talent and creativity. So it shows the same main score. So overall, what I'm trying to concluding here is design thinking course is really impact for the students, for undergraduate students. All right. Okay, these are the some of the analysis, overall analysis about it. Like I said, it's really benefited for undergraduate students. It shows at the high level of the mid score. Next is follows with the expand the creativity and critical thought process of the students in their studies and develop these highly sought after skill sets. Okay, what I'm trying to explain here is students are really know what they are doing. Okay, they end up the semester. And when they are presenting, they know what they are doing it. All right. So throughout the semester, they have to work with the team to identify the problems. Next, follow with they have to gather the information, facilitate discourse, and developing the solution. The last is the develop a solution. So from the problem, they have to come up with they need to come up with some research about it, and they have to talk to the mentor to come up with share their ideas and all this thing. And then finally, they have to come up with their prototype and then solution when they are presenting in front of others. All right. So when they are presenting, the interesting part, when they are presenting their pitch, they have to present in front of investors, business people, and then lecturers and students. So from here, we know that students are confidently doing it. What they know what they are doing it. All right. And finally, in the conclusion part, what I took some of the study saying that a design thinking course is human focused, prototype driven, and calculates skills throughout the program, said by Jean and Chu Sleep in 2006. The module immerses students to how to use the methods, strategies, and design processes to achieve better outcomes, both in the classroom and as a lifelong skill. So said by Dan 2018. So what I'm trying to concluding here as well, based on the research study, based on the research that we done, as a constructive learning strategy, incorporating design thinking into higher education, it's create the empowers the students to become more open to ideas and to innovate better solution. So from here, what we can look at it is these five phases. It's really is gaining, giving a input for the academics and the industry throughout their immerses. Okay, and students know how to use that. So from here, the students know the stand, why they came up with this idea, and what's the purpose they are doing on their research, their project, and who who's their audiences, and what their final solution. So this is the interesting part on the design thinking course. All right. Okay, I would like to share the some of the pictures which we collected in our university. Okay, the first picture shows that it's me, which is the design thinking final pitch competition. Is the students are rewarded, and then first top one, and second shows is a poster presentation where students are with the crowds. They need to get a feedback from others and how they need to present in front of others. And lastly is the mentoring session. So when you look at it, the mentoring session is have to be in external mentors have to give them feedbacks and all these things. So apparently for this group is surprisingly they don't have a mentor. So this is a different one of my colleague who don't have, one of the class don't have the group, they don't have a mentor, so I been assigned for this group to mentoring them. All right. So when I have the experience in the mentoring session, I shared my ideas, my input and all this thing, and students shared their what they come up and all this thing. So it's kind of, it's really, we can see that even myself, I really can see that students know what they are doing. All right, so they really have the interest. They really want to know what is the next phase. It's come to the process, design thinking process. They are really know what they want to do, and they are really when eagerly to know what is the next phase and the next phase and the next phase and things like that with the 5 phases. All right. Yeah, I think I'm done with the session, done with my presentation. I'm going to end this, and thank you so much for listening. And yeah, have a good day. Thank you.